Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shemstar Global School. I am Nabila Fatima. In the previous video, we have learned the meaning of resources and we have also discussed about natural resources. In this video, we will be discussing about the rest two types of resources, that is human resources and human-made resources, as well as conservation of resources. So let us start the first topic of our today's lecture, that is human resources. The greatest and the most important resource for any country is its people, right? So let us start about the human resources. First point in this is human resources refers to the number and abilities of the people. People can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill and the technology. For example, it is the human being only who convert raw resources into the finished product to satisfy the demand of the people by using their knowledge, skill and technology. Okay? Second point under this is people are human resource. So here human being is considered only a resource for a country. Okay. For example, educated and skilled people help in the rapid development of a country. If the people of the country have the ability to add value to the raw resources and convert them into the useful resources, then that country will be a developed country. But some countries have a large population, but the people lack education and skill, and therefore they are not very productive. These countries lag in development also. Okay. Third point is improving the quality of the people's skill so that they are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. So it is very important for a country to improve the skill and knowledge of an individual so that they are able to make more resources and they are able to satisfy the demand of the people. Now let us understand third and the most important types of resources, that is human-made resources. Okay. So human resource refers to the number and abilities of the people. This we had already discussed. Coming into human-made resources. Here the words are itself explaining. It is human-made resources. That means the resources which are made by human beings are known as human-made resources. Okay. So let us read the first and second point under human-made resources. The resources which are created from the natural resources by the human resource by the human being to produce useful products are known as human-made resources. Okay? In the simple language, we can say that the resources which are converted from their original form into the useful product are known as human-made resources. For example, iron ore becomes a resource when people learned to extract iron from it, isn't it? Wood is a resource for making furnitures. Other examples of human-made resources are roads, machinery, vehicles, etc. Technology is also a human-made resource. Why? Because since technology is also made by the human being, so it is also considered as human-made resources. Now our next topic is conserving resources. This is the fact that population of the world is growing each year. With more people, the demand for all kinds of resources keeps multiplying at a rapid rate. This led to resources being overexploited, exhausted, damaged and misused. So it is very important for us to conserve the resources, isn't it? Now, what does conservation of resources means? Let us start. The first point, conservation of resources refers to using natural resources carefully so that they could be renewed and continue to be used in future. Conservation of natural resources means that we should use natural resources carefully and we have to save it for future generation also. We can do this by using resources in a sustainable manner. Okay? Sustainable use of resources refers to carefully utilizing resources and balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future generation. It means that we should use our resources carefully to meet our present requirement without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own need. So, in this manner, there will be no wastage and plenty of resources will be available for use in the future also. The diversity of life on earth should be conserved. That means that the variety of species found on earth should also be conserved. It is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable. We should not use only renewable resources in a sustainable manner, but non-renewable resources should also be used in a sustainable manner because it takes millions of years to regenerate or reform. Fifth point under this is the damage to natural environment system should be minimized. We should reduce damaging our natural environment. For example, deforestation, overmining, overfishing should be reduced. Because of these things, our resources are depleting fast. There are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. So basically, we should practice the 3 R's rule in our life, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. First R is for reduce. That means that we should reduce the use of resources in our daily life. Second R is for recycle. It is the process of converting waste into usable material. Example, plastic bottle, jars, newspaper, magazine, cardboard boxes, plastic containers, soft drink cans can be recycled. Third R is for reuse. There are many things which we can reuse instead of throwing them away. For example, the piece of paper that has only one side printed, we can write on the other side of the same paper, isn't it? Instead of throwing them. If we follow the 3 R's rule properly, then we can save resources also and we are able to make earth also clean with less contamination. So students, with this we finish our chapter and please go through the videos carefully. If you have any problem, please ask from me. Thank you.